lecture dedicated to OS implementation concept, structure, generation under the module 1 at session 4, that is operating system course 18 CS 43 4th semester computer science and engineering. So here we are going to be concentrate some of the topics, that is a system program and design and implementation of this general operating system, and we will see how that structure looks, structure of the operating system, maybe a kernel, maybe user mode, and various type of kernel, how this how that MS DOS kernel looks, and hybrid system. So there is a different categories of the OS we are going to be see. After that the combined one, the hybrid one, the mixed nature of which contains the mixed characteristics of this OS, that DOS, Linux, Android, that especially Windows, right? So such a hybrid may be iOS or Android or the some of the hybrid operating system. So the generation of the operating system we are going to be see, and ultimately how to boot the system we are going to be observe here. So this is the presentation milestone of this session, which is dedicated to the most of the concepts, especially that OS structure and generation and system boot. So let's begin with one by one. So that system programs, so which are going to be part of this operating system. System programs provide a convenient environment, so that no difficulties faced by the user. So very convenient way, so it can provide for a program development and execution. They can be partitioned into in such a way that, so file manipulation. So the file will be there, as we discussed in the previous session, which contains the some information which will be manipulated by the user. He can write the information, he can some of the data he can hide, some of the data he can prevent the restriction by the user access, right? So that system can go to modify this file, delete some information, so kind of that creation of the file also. So that kind of environment will be performed by the system program. Status information, so that status of this information of that especially files will be maintained, that so that security we need to be provided, so that public security, private security, sometimes stored in a file modification, so that will be helpful here. So programming language support, so that system program, their program, there could be assembly language program or C program or embedded C program. So those are languages going to be support and cater the need of the user, can write the program in these languages. Loading and execution, it's going to be load the program. So as we discuss, program1.c is created by the user, either any editor, Turbo C or VI editor or edit software. So kind of that he can write his program. Once he write a program, he going to be compile that program, right? Compile or assemble that, or line by line interpreter will be there. So majority of the program, the user are lenient with the this what called compilation. So compile will be created corresponding object code of that program. So in between there is a problems or any errors are there, it will be reflect back to the user, so that he has to be modify the corrections. So after incorporating the corrections, after getting the 0 errors, so object code will be generated. Once the object code is generated, so there are that program might be using some built-in functions, say maybe preprocessor, maybe some built-in function system calls they are using. So that corresponding built-in files, the some of the commands they are using in the program. For corresponding, the built-in function code has to be bring. So in the initially that program include hash and so on they made. So on behalf due to that the corresponding system calls or custom built-in function has to be call. So call means those addresses has to be put it in a program in a object code. So before putting that you have to identify that address. So that is link that address. So invoke that address. You should invite that such system calls. So once it is registered, so once you recorded that corresponding address in a program, then you have to load them. So load them during a runtime. We have to load them. So program load and execute the once you got a exe file. So communication has to be established. So in order to invoke, in order to load, in order to reserve some space, in order to stack memory, string memory, for this all the IO device may be required. So in that communication has to be established. So that is performed by the system program on the behalf of the operating system. So background services will be there. So that background services is to be there. So that all the basic input output system has to be loaded, all the necessary software has to be loaded, and the kernel will be keep running during the entire period of this execution. So that as soon as switched on, that start running that. So the background services will be there. So application programs also need, that is certain application program they are using. So maybe going to be that. So maybe PowerPoint, maybe Microsoft Excel. So various application programs are there. So most users view operation system is defined by a system program, not the actual calls, not the actual system calls. So operation is defined by the system programs, not by the actual system calls. So let me see that system programs continues that it provides the convenient for the development execution. So some of them simply use the interface to system calls, other considerably more complex. Some interface system calls, others are more complex, that is. So file management, as you said, so user can allow create a file, his own file, name that file, delete some contents after loading, copy the file, rename the file, print the file, dump list, generally manipulate the files in and directories. So you can manipulate that. Status information, so ask some information for date, time, amount available, memory, disk space, number of users. So that is a status of the that disk will be there. So others provide detailed information, logging time, how long they are logged in, so logged out. So what are the debugging information. So typically these programs format and print output to the terminal, to the output display devices, right? So status information seeking, then as soon as we seen in the Born command file, command interpreter, that PWD, present working directory. So it will it will able to display, it will able to bring from the memory to screen where user visualize that. So that there the different type of information we have seen that. So terminal and other devices will be there. Some system implements registry used to store and retrieve configuration information. So continuation of the system program, file modification, text editor to create and modify the files. So as I said, text editor or the turbo editor will be there, and edit will be there, and as I said, vi in Unix operating system. So with the help of that you can put special commands to search the contents of the file, perform transformation of the text. So languages will be supports compilers, assembler, debugging, interpreter sometimes provided. This will be certain language has to be provided. So compiler, assembler, that macro assembler, turbo assembler. So debugging. So loading, program loading execution. So absolute loader will be there. So relocatable absolute loader, I told that so after compiling we will get obj code due to certain inbuilt function invoked for which we need to be locate them, so locate them, and sometimes relocatable loaders we have to take it, so that we have to put it in some other address. So object linking editor will be linkage, you have to link. So link means that is a certain programs, inbuilt programs will be sat somewhere in the memory, so that address we need to be link register in the running program, so that will be indirectly that is also participate in execution of the intended program. So relocatable address will be loader will be there. So overlay loaders also there. So debugging system for higher level and machine language program, that is. So communication, as we said, mechanism for creating a virtual connection among the processors. So communication. So we have discussed the what are that input and output device. So especially there we have seen command line interpreter, graphic user interfaces, and virtualization. So we have seen that. So that kind of creating a virtual connection among the process users and computer system. So one type of IO may be LPL for communication also. So allow user to send a message to one another, a screen browse web pages, send electronic mail messages. So log in remotely, transfer the files from one machine to another. So such a kind of mechanism, for example, we want to perform, there is a communication will be required. Corresponding system call, built-in files has to be involved, that make it involved. So perform that. So background services will be running. So launch a boot time. So boot time, so that kernel will be as soon as switched on, that booting will be start. So launch a boot time. So some for system startup, then terminate. So system has to be commence the opening of the computer, then after completion, when they switched off the button, then it will be terminate. Or before that also, certain program is completed, it is stopped. Some from key system boot or to shut down, so that shut down need to be like a restart. So we have been experienced in the most of the system handling, right? After completion of our job, we need to be switch off that. Before switch off, we have to shut down. Shut down will be perform the switch off too. So provide a facility like disk checking. So disk checking is a process scheduling, error logging, printing. So those are also facility will be programs will be system programs will be provided. Run in a user context, not kernel context. So run in a user context. So user have some privileges, he can use only those, not the privileges dedicated to kernel. So known as a service subsystem, daemons and application programs, right? So application program, the PowerPoint one I am running my slides, so that is application program, don't pertain to system. So run by user, so not typically considered part of the operating system. So launch by command line, mouse click, finger poke, right? So I launch by mouse click or touch screen click, right? Touch screen finger poke, that I am doing, that is. So that coming to after service, so we will see the implementation. So implementation, so of this operating system, so not solvable, implementation of OS not solvable, but some approaches have been proven successful. The internal structure of the operating system varies from widely, so that MS DOS have different, uh, Mac OS have different, and Linux have different, Unix have different, Windows have different. So that internal structure will be varies that. So you start design by defining a goals and specifications. So when OS going to be designed, that goals and specification has to be considered first. You can see, for example, MS DOS have it is more command line oriented. So on the command prompt itself, any type of task you can perform, that respective command you need to be typed there. So that will not compile. It is a ready-made program, that is a shell script will be there, so that will be run automatically. Similarly, you can say Macintosh OS by Apple company. So they have made they never allowed the what is called command line interpreter. They directly allowed graphic user interface, right? So their aim and goals are predefined, and based on the aim and goals, so they will resume their design. So some of the operating system can take that Android or Windows will cope up for both, either this command line interface, also graphic user interface. Some of the latest hybrid operating system will be support for only touch screen, right? Mobile device, you can see they will allow only touch screen, so more than the graphic user interfaces, right? So that kind of goals are predefined. So to start design, affected by the choice of the hardware type of the system. So what type of hardware they are using? So hardware may be a laptop, hardware may be mobile phone, hardware may be a workstation, main station, so hardware may be supercomputer. So depends upon that also. So designer will be think in a different way to design. User goals and system goals. The user goals, OS should convenient to use, ease to learn, reliable, safe and fast. So user need very user friendly. So whereas the kernel may not so, right? So that everything has to be detailed analysis, detailed documents should be there. So system goals, so should easy to design and implement, maintain, as well as the flexible, reliable, error free and efficient way has to be, system has to be communicate. So further that variations will be, early OS in assembly language have some variations. So system program language like ALGOL, PLVAR1 are dominated in this assembly. Now C and C plus program using, Java also sometimes they are using. So actually usually a mix of language also, that is embedded C. So lowest level in assembly language that is there. So mix of both command and program, main body in a C. That system program C, C plus scripting languages also like Perl, Python, HTML, shell scripts are also going to be used. More high level languages easier to port to other hardware. So that's why high level languages are using, but slower of course. So emulation can allow operating system to run on any native hardware. So structure you can see after observing this the system program, how it play a role in operating system. So now we are going to see structure of the operating system. So structure of the operating system. So general purpose OS is a large program. This general purpose purpose means is provided for the user for that dual booting nature, right? So it supports Linux, it supports Windows, right? And it suits for various application where there is no generic specific applications will be good to run. It is a more or less larger in sense, the general purpose computer. So for example desktop. So various ways to structure ones. So simple structure DOS, MS DOS, that is. So complex one is a Unix. So then after that we may be observed various operating system, that layered operating system. So Windows kind of thing that. So microkernel Macintosh OS by Apple, that. So you can see a simple MS DOS, right? So MS DOS here, MS DOS will be there. So the command prompt we might be seen. So in the A drive, so that is a directory, so that working files are there. So volume drive A is a boot, volume serial number, and direct is A, so that system file and configuration files, all those booting files, related files will be here, that right. So total files are there. So after here we need to be type the command, it will be command line interface. So that's all provided by the what is called Microsoft DASK. Before that people call as a disk operating system, so later that it is the customized by Microsoft, so then it calls a Microsoft DASK, that is. So written to provide a most functionality in the least space. So least space, so the smaller space is enough for this. So in that small window there, so not divided into modules. So operating system is a one full gamut, it is a one full package. So it is not divided into modules as the latest operating system like Windows, so on that. So although this MS-DOS has some structure, it follows some structures, so the interface and levels of the functionality are not separated, not well separated. The functionalities are not well separated. So that all the functionalities are available there, but they are not clearly demarked. So they have amalgamated. So there is a ROM BIOS device driver. So read only remember that basic input output device will be come initially when you switched on the system. So basic one will be there. So they will come and sit on the read only memory. So next device drivers will come. So device drivers, I am speaking through the microphone now. So for which hardware device will be there. So then in order to establish the communication between this hardware and the software, for which the software is a device drivers will be there. For mouse separate, for keyboard separate, for microphone separate, for speaker separate. So different the device drivers essential. So that will be come. And next one we have resident system program will be there. So resident system program will be there. So that again related to some application program, system program, and so on that. So again we have application program. So that application program will be there. So this is a structure of the simple OS. They neither partitioned nor it is a completely mixed. It does in a very efficient way. So that very simplest architecture, very old architecture we have been seeing since several years. So that is customized by many other corporate sector today. So one such called MS-DOS. Earlier it was a just disk operating system. Okay. Anyhow, coming to this hybrid one, that are more enhanced operating system called Unix. So limited by the hardware functionality, the original the Unix system had limited structuring. Limited structuring is a OS consists of two separable parts. That Unix OS, that system program and kernel, right? System program is a part of the operating system. So kernel is a very internal portion which is going to be safeguard some of the IO devices and memory and all those hardwares. Otherwise system programs may be disturb, or they might unknowingly or knowingly, so they can disturb those. That's why they will privileges are restricted to user. So that kernel, so system kernel, that is a consist of everything below the system calls interface. So above that user will be there. So below that system call interface there is a kernel will be there. So that is a below little below that hardware will be there. So provides the file system, scheduling of CPU, so memory management, so other OS functions, large number of functions for one level. So all those communication, memory management, IO device handling, so all those related files will be there in a kernel. So traditional Unix structure, beyond a simplet but not fully layered one. So it is a, so we have the users are there, users are there. So users, then we have application programs are there. So cells and commands, that via interface, what is the system calls, via system call interface, it will be interact with the kernel. Compilers and interpreters and system libraries are there, system programs. Above that, user programs, that application programs are there. So coming to next to that Barry code called system call interface. System call, any special functions was to be performed by the user, he can request for the system corresponding system calls interface to the kernel. So this is a kernel body. So here the large gate is there, so nobody can cross this gate unless they have authorized permission and they have a authorized work there, right? So then only they can go there. So here signals terminals handling characters, character IO system terminal device drivers, right? Signals are there, handling of the IO device, any setting configuration of the IO devices, so kernel drivers. So all those they are performed under the purview of the kernel, so that user can perform that through the appropriate calling appropriate system calls. So file system, swapping a block IO system, so disk and tape drivers, right? So related to configuration and partition, all those is a system call. And the CPU scheduling, so the more jobs are computing for the CPU, then the schedule the jobs. So phase replacement, so demand paging, virtual memory, so kind of there is certain there is a less amount of memory is there, but user have coming with a big program. So rather saying that no memory, so they will split their user program into several partitions. So they will call one by one in the sequence since the small memory is there. So that is a virtualization created to the user. So after complete execution, they will consolidate the result and submit to the user. So user think that he has submitted a very big program, even the small main memory is there, my program has got executed. So the kernel interface to the hardware, right? So hardware will be there. So what are all the hardware? We have seen that the terminal controllers and terminals, so that monitors will be there, so that keyboard, mouse will be there, again CPU will be there, CPU will be have that hardware control CPU mechanism, micro program controls mechanism. So device controllers are there, so DMA controller, that SCSI bus and various PCI bus, we have seen that. So different controllers are there for the different devices. For example, we have mouse, keyboard and certain other devices, so they have the corresponding controller will be there, so that has to be go through the respective controller, so in order to reach them in a hardware. Memory controller there, that DMA as we told. So layered approach, that is a little approach, the compartmentalize of this most of the today's Windows operating system. So we have a divide into number of layers, so each built in the top of lower layers. So bottom layer is a layer 0, so that is a hardware. Bottom layer is a hardware, that is we have seen in the previous structure. So highest layer N is the user interface, so N is a user interface, so we have that is. So with the modularity, layers are choice such as that the uses the function operation and provide the services only to lower layer levels, so layers, services only lower level layers, that is. So that layer 0 is a hardware, so we have seen that memory, we have seen that CPU, monitor, keyboard, mouse, so on, that hardware we have seen that. So that next to layer we have, that is a kernel, right? Kernel interfacing, right? So then we have system program, operating system, then last we have user interface, that is and above that we have application programs. So microkernel system, so as moves from kernel into user space, so much from kernel to user space. So Macintosh OS, so example of microkernel, right? So that microkernel. So Macintosh OS from Apple iPhones, the systems they have tab iPod also. So Mac OS X kernel Darwin, partially based on a Mac system. So communication take place between the user modules using a message passing. So different kind of communications may be possible in the system, that shared memory or message passing and so on, that is. So one such mechanism called message passing. So that message passing will be with help of this Mac is making use that MPI program it may had. So preprocessor you can include MPI.ch. So you might be done some parallel program during CCP program. So there we can parallel environment you create in a uniprocessor. Parallel environment you create in a that Van Neumann concept program. In a desktop also you can create a parallel environment. You submit the program will be split and it will be run in a parallel fashion. So user think that though it is a what is called the serial processor, but it is doing some parallel task. So that is by some what is called some simulators we can also perform that is. So here Apple Macintosh use the message passing mechanism as a communication tool to establish a communication with these devices, which are allied devices which are connected to the system. Easier to extend to a microkernel. Here a microkernel has extended. It is port the OS to new architectures, right? New architecture, so that more reliable, less code is running in a kernel mode. So kernel is not heavy loaded here. So only less few models are there. It is a reliable sense. So more secure is there. So the detriments you can see that overhead use the space of the kernel space communication. So kernel space is using it is given to system also. So structure of that microkernel. So there is application program, file system and device drivers are separated, and these are in the purview of the user mode. So we have that is connected to the kernel, microkernel. So application program via message it will be file system will be accessed. This file system will be accessed by the corresponding performed by the corresponding device drivers. So kernel mode. So the clear bifurcation of the user mode and kernel mode we can visualize here in the microkernel, which is most of the Macintosh OS will be have used that is. So there is hardware at the bottom layer, it is connected. So let's see that what are the microkernel has handling that communication part. As I said, shared memory, instead of using shared memory, that message passing mechanism they are using that is in order to establish a communication between the files and the application programs. That is a memory management. We need to be model the manage the memory, which is avoid the unnecessary use of the memory, unnecessary blocking of the memory. So all those will be CPU scheduling. If the more jobs are intended to request take the service from the CPU, then properly schedule them in order to effective usage of the all the jobs should be get the kernel service. So that would be proper scheduling with help of the first in first come, first in last come stack, and several algorithms are there. Such algorithms are imposing here to be execute that task that in the kernel mode which will be happening. So coming to the models, models are many modern operating system. Either you can link at the boot time or running time. So that it on the demand base, whether you want to such a particular model you can load it, otherwise you leave it, then kernel space will be less use that is. So kernel, so implement the loadable kernel model, that is it is a demand based that loadable. Set core one first, core should be there, other will link additional service via models. So other will be option. So core is a mandatory. First the core comes, then it occupied the kernel. So others which will be on the demand base we can call them. So that the kernel space will be efficiently used as that is. So use the object oriented approach to in order to do so. The models are the whatever the service we have seen that. So each core component is separate, right? Core component is will be separate, and each talks to the others over a known interface, and each loadable as a needed within the kernel dynamically. So dynamically that depends on the apps, depends on the request. So depends on the application request, depends on that application demanded, overall similar to the layer but with a more flexible way. So that Linux, Solaris are doing modules based, that is. So that particular model they want, they can incorporate during boot time or even run time also they can incorporate. So what are all the models are there? Scheduling, CPU scheduling I told, file systems, so load system, loadable system calls, so executable formats, stream modulus, miscellaneous models, device and bus drivers, right? So these are all the separates are, it is a all may not required at a given instant of time. So you can call one by one, like virtualization happen for the programming, virtual memory create for the user for the programming. In such a in same fashion, so the OS models also execute. Instead of putting all models whether they are using or not, we are simply loading completely loading the kernel space, right? So rather doing so, it's not required at all. Only the usable one we can load it, that is called a model kind of hybrid operating systems. So that is a systems. Let coming to the official hybriding system, which have most modern OS are actually one not one pure model. So that hybrid combines the multiple methods, so address the performance, security, usability needs, that is. So Linux, we can have Linux Solaris kernels, that we have seen that. So that modules operating system will be there in a kernel address space. So that is a monolithic plus modular for dynamic loading functionality will be there. So that modulus dynamic loading of this models, OS models will be going to load. So that functionality will be very precise here. Such mechanism are extended in Linux and Solaris, we just seen in the previous slide. So the kernels are very smart here. Windows mostly monolithic, so plus microkernel for different subsystem personalities. So Apple Mac OS is a hybrid, it is a layered. So that Aqua is a user interface, that the input output plus Coca, so that touch screen kind of mechanism. You have seen that most of the Apple iPads that have Coca touch screen mechanism, programming environment. So below is a kernel consists of Mac kernel, that BSD Unix parts plus IO kit, that dynamically loadable models called kernel extension. So fixed kernel may not there, kernel layout will be there, kernel extension will be there. So depends on the request, the layout will be extended. So there is a Aqua that hybrid, that is what called as a Mac OS, especially for most of the handheld devices. So tab, smartphones, graphical user interface Aqua. So that is a graphical user interface. So as we know that this Mac OS is not allowed command line interface, right? It is beginning itself start their design and research for what is called graphical user interface, right? Application environment. So Java, Coca is a what is called the touchscreen QuickTime, and BSD, that Borne shells will be there, shells program will be make use. So kernel environment Macintosh, we have BSD kernel sub programs are there. So we have IO kit kernel extension. What is that? Modular, based on the demand, based on the requirement, we can bring some that is layout, we can extend if we want, otherwise continue with the same. So coming to this hybrid operating system, that is iOS Macintosh. So Apple mobile OS for iPhone and iPod. So structured Mac OS, that is shaded functionality. So it never run operating system X application natively. It is also runs in a different CPU architecture, ARM versus Intel. At Coca Touch Objective, that is what is a user interface, graphical user interface for developing the apps, which will help. So media services, layered graphics, that's audio, video will be support, and core services are cloud computing, that database. So we have Core OS based on the Mac OS X kernel. So that Coca Touch is a user interface, media service, audio, video, and images. Core services will be that is a cloud and database. So and Core OS will be based on the Mac OS, that is a that simplifies, that is called kernel extension, or we can call it as a modulus. No. So Android similarly, the one more hybrid. So developed by Open Handset Alliance, that is a open source. So open source it is similar to stack to iOS. So iOS, so we have based on the Linux kernel, but modified the customized kernel will be there. Linux one. So Linux is of course that is open source, so that is taken into modification and they are adapted. So provide a process, memory, device management, device drivers and so on that. So power management is added here. So this few of the operating system is less consider this kind of characteristics. So power management is most important, because this handheld device or smartphones need more power, oftenly away from the power source and all those. So battery power is may not required here, so that while plug-in power is required, so the management will be most important. Runtime environment includes the core setup libraries and Dalvik virtual machine. So Dalvik virtual machine, they have came up their own idea, and the virtual machine will be created. Again, it is a type of input output. So application developed in a Java plus Android APIs. So Java plus Android they are used. So class files compiled to Java bytecode, then translate to executable, then runs in a Dalvik virtual machine. So that Java class files are going to be executed and interpreted them and converted into bytecode, so that exe file will be stored in a Dalvik virtual machine. So that is going to be executed. So that various several icons we have seen on the screen of the smartphones or desktops, that will, when you click that, it will be run. So that is our executable files. So library includes framework for web browser, WebKit will be there. So that SQLite is a database, multimedia smaller library corporation will be there. So the application framework of Android. So we have libraries, SQLite for this database, Surface Manager, WebKit we have seen that related to the browser. OpenGL, it provides some of the piece of programs in a command line, and sometimes system admin, so they can get a template. He can modify the program based on his requirement. Media framework, library corporations, and additional one is runtime core libraries. Core libraries are there. So Dalvik virtual machine, as we said, so that Dalvik virtual machine is a codes are converted, and it will be that executable code will be stored in their virtual machines. So it creates the virtualization for the user too. So coming to this complete corporate the Android structure. So there is application. So there is a application framework. So is there, and libraries are there, and Linux kernel will be there, right? So these are the four pillars of this OS: application framework, libraries, and Linux kernel. See one by one, what are the applications? So there is a home related applications, that is a contact, the phone number, and browser will be there, right? So that Chrome browser and various browser you can have, so you can browse them. So that is application. So that is a user interface. So that is a interfacing mechanism to the real world, to the machine. So application framework, we can see what are those. So activity manager, window manager, content provider, so you the system, right? So the project manager, package manager, telephone contacts manager, resource manager, so location manager, GPI, GSP, GPS locations. So kind of the with help of this altitude and longitude, right? So notification manager, right? So and library files are there, Surface Manager, OpenGL, as we told. So we have SQLite, that database, WebKit for the web, so circuit programming, so pre-type, media framework, that audio video supporting. So these are the library files. It will come in a picture. So Android runtime files are there. So that is we told runtime, either maybe modules or core libraries. So libraries are there. So Dalvik virtual machine, as we said. So it will be contains the executable code. That Linux have core portion. So that is a display driver, keypad driver, Wi-Fi driver, microphone driver, speaker driver, camera driver, right? So flash memory driver. So we have power management. So all those will be. So this is a complete structure of the corporate Android operating system. So we can visualize in a very simplest way. So that will be very smart operating system, which is a kind of the hybrid operating system. So generation we can see. So designed to run on class of machines. System must be configured for each specification computer side. So system generation program obtains information specific configuration of the hardware system. So hardware configuration will be going to be changes the generation used to build a system specific compiled kernel or system tuned, so generated more efficient code than one general kernel. So boot process we can see when you switch on the computer, so the BIOS, that is a basic input output system, will be loaded in the background. So that is a load the basic files drivers. So we have a bootloader must load run a primitive file system through drivers, so that which give the ability to read, and very least the file system is located on, right. So very basic primitives will be performed immediately. So that is a basic input output system will be make it on. So next we have post. Post means power on self test, right. So power on self test, so it will be testing whether it is ready. Load and read configuration files, so the configuration files we need to be load, that is, so which support the file system loaded. Bootloader can now read the list of operating system from the disk and prepare it for display. So the monitor will be on, so monitor will be show the screen on the monitor, so user will be think that okay, system is getting ready now. So BIOS boost sequence, right, basic input output system boot sequence adjust by the user hard that default hard drive, CD RAM, USB and camera, and all those USB ports, so adjusted by the user if they want. Otherwise default setting will be there. So master boot record will be there. So network this control will be there, so all those device controller, it will start with the first and goes down the list in order to until it finds an OS. So it has to be bring the OS all the displays commands to the user, so that from the master. So load and run supporting for modules, so supporting modules that we discussed, that is, so monitors the device drivers of all this, right. So load and run them. So that is a, if configuration files specify that additional modules are needed, so they will be bring that. We have seen that kernel layouts kind of things. So additional modules is required, say it will be on based on the demand, based on the the hardware supports and all those, they are loaded and run accordingly. Otherwise it may not overload the kernel. So display operating system menu, that screen on that operating system will be display on that. So whether that graphic user interface or kernel base, so that will be it will be display on the menu. So bootloader, that loading system display list of operating system facility for the user to choose from, that dual booting and all those facility. So optional allow to specify the parameters and settings. So we have lastly load the selected operating system, so that Linux or OS in case of load booting, dual booting, you selected the Windows, then Windows will be loaded, so other one will be denied. If you selected the Linux, then Windows will be, or other one will be denied. So that layouts will be, module will be there. So bootloader can now load and execute the kernel, handing off control of the personal computer or computer to the OS and ending its role in the boot process. So this is the milestones of how the booting process will be happening. So let me see in more detail. So when power initialized on system, when you switch on the button of the power, so execution starts and fixed memory location. So firmware read-only memory used to hold the initial boot code, so that permanent memory, it allow the boot code to be stay there. So must made available hardware to software can start. So small piece of code, that is a bootstrap loader, that loader is a helps to boot the system, stored in a read-only memory or this memory, locates the kernel, so loads into memory and start it. So sometimes two-step process, boot block or fixed location loaded by the RAM code, and which is a bootstrap loader from the disk, that So that loader is also software, no? So that has to be bring first from the memory. So common bootstrap loader is a grub, right? Allows selection of the kernel from the multiple disk versions, and kernel options will be there. So kernel loads and system is running that. So we can summarize this. We have studied the system program design and implementation. We have seen, so based on the goals of that operating system. Structure we have seen, that monolithic and modules and simple OS microkernel, that iOS, the Macintosh iOS supports for what is called microkernel. So hybrid one is a mixed one, that Androids and some of the systems are there. So we have seen the generation and ultimately seen the boot process. So I hope you followed. So I collected the material from this following books. So Abraham Silverchurch et al. And there is several reference books are there. So we have Damdare book and Bhatt book and Stalling book. So thank you for patient listening and shown interest on the topic called OS implementation, structure and generation of the structure generation concepts, and also boot process. We have seen, of course it is part of the introduction part of the module 1. Is going to be named as a session 4. Thank you one and all. Thanks to coordinator, moderator and subject expert. Thanks.